Hey Cancer, welcome to your May reading. I nearly said a totally different month, like at the end of the year. Um, I have already laid out your cards. I do have my son here and he's getting a little bit interrupted because we're on our third video. I do keep taking long breaks in between to try and manage my time and his attention. But yeah, he's getting a little bit needy in terms of interrupting the video. So hopefully we can get through. If it is a bit noisy, I do apologize. So the first card we have is All Tied Up. So this is the only card I started to read before I had to stop the video. And it's actually really interesting. It's quite hard to read because it feels this card, I will say the specific meaning, it's a little bit more about maybe being a little burdened, feeling all tied up and restricted. However, this is kind of giving me as though like you're kind of stepping out of the spotlight and perhaps not minding that you have certain responsibilities and maybe that your time is taken up a lot lately. It's kind of like feels like a positive for you, as though you're happy to kind of get out of the spotlight and just get into the nitty gritty grind of things. Because I kind of feel like this is you in your element actually at the moment with this card. With that being said, there may be some of you that are feeling quite burdened during this time and maybe restricted. Um, I do feel as though you are again just not taking center stage, as though, and I feel like there's somebody else perhaps like in a partnership. So this could be relationship or even work, or general everyday um responsibilities. I feel as though you don't fully have the full burden, which is perhaps why this doesn't feel as bad. Maybe that I feel this could be what's attractive about, maybe if it is in a relationship, this is what's attractive about them, is the fact that even though you have a lot of responsibilities and burdens during this time, you're not alone, you're in it alone, and or that you're happy to do with this for that person. Um, Next we had third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Do be wary on taking on too much though and how it might affect your body. If you're not allowing yourself to rest or have downtime, this really could affect you and your kind of communication with yourself. So you may not be as intuitive as you normally will. And with that first card, I did kind of get in this. In some ways, I felt like you are not really wanting to shine too bright at the moment, as in not be, like I said, center stage. It's like you are happy to take a step back. But with that, sometimes if you are putting other people before your own needs, this is the all tied up aspect of the burdenness of it, then it affects you and your bodily. This specifically the third chakra, the solar plexus. No, that's the one below. It's sacral chakra, sorry. This is how you connect to your energy, the external energy, that helps you feel confident and all this kind of thing. So what you may be feeling is a little bit insecure, or a little bit confused, not knowing what direction to take. When that chakra needs attention, that's kind of the things that might come up for you. So be wary of that when you are putting someone else's needs. However, we have caring connections. So I'm definitely getting a relationship vibe here for you, Cancer. And I feel like it's really good for you. Perhaps maybe this person's taking a lot of your attention. So while you don't mind it, the kind of caution is just be wary that you're not forgetting your own needs and taking care of what you desire out of this connection. However, this feels very soulmate energy, in the sense that I feel like this is kind of an equal partnership. Um, and I feel like you are so focused in on the positives. It actually feels maybe like a new relationship for some of you, because I'm getting that kind of you're enjoying being wooed. And enjoying somebody just taking up your time. But again, as well, when the same responsibilities, I feel like there's this caution with that third chakra card in the center of this. I feel like the caution is not to allow it, like don't get lost in the feelings. For one, when we do that, we kind of romanticize the relationship anyway. So when we hit that normal stage of, everyday life with a partner, because we've got used to each other, everything's not new anymore, you might start seeing things that are wrong with it when it's not there. It's just not in that romanticized stage. But you've already created that vision in your brain. So be wary of that, but also be wary of, again, your own responsibilities that you have as a person. One, your own needs or needs of children, needs of other loved ones, friends, things that you care about. make sure it's not taking you away from that, because while you might not mind now, I feel as though you've built up your life to where it is at this point, and now you're inviting something new into it, and that's basically, you know, you put in all that hard work. Don't ruin that for something new. Start from that space of, this is my life, welcome to it. And then them do the same to you, and you create your new life together that incorporates both, blends them and compromises them into something that's healthy, rather than you literally slotting into their life. Now, I am a slotter. I always find myself bending, and now that I have children, I feel like that's something I can't do. So I can't fully allow myself to fall into anything with anybody anymore, because I feel like we have responsibilities. But I feel that's a positive, actually, because before, while I would just let go of all my own needs and be like, that's fine, well, let's build you up, let's, you know, whatever you want to do, I'm here to support you. And then who's there supporting me? I didn't ever feel I had that support. What's wrong though, Bug? Remember I told you not to be whiny when I do the videos? What's wrong? No, remember? Mummy said you ate too many snacks and lunch. No more snacks. Let me finish my video, and then we'll have a look. You've got chippies in your bowl still. I saw it. Okay. Before the gathering is your first card. Celebration, anticipation, and event. So I definitely feel like at the moment you have a lot to celebrate. Roonies? No, no more. No more. I feel like he's going to make it really impossible for me to record, Cancer. I'm really sorry for this. So I feel like you really do have a lot to celebrate right now. Now, this card specifically can mean an event, an actual party, a birthday, or a celebration among friends. We do have a couple of public holidays. We've just had Anzac Day. I'm recording on the Wednesday after. But we also have, coming into May, the public holiday on the 1st of May. I'm hoping to have these videos up before then. And I feel like we're going to have these moments where you are just actually having fun and allowing yourself just to be appreciative of the people around you. And again, I feel really confident. I feel like you actually are in a really good space. So it's really cool. The next card is Astral. She's love, fire, sensuality, and fertility. So in terms of love, it's just really coming through quite strongly that it's a good time for love for you. So if you're not in a relationship, it is a good time to put yourself out there to start attracting, again, that caring connection. And if you are in a relationship, you may find that this is a really good time in your relationship to kind of be a bit closer, a bit more intimate, be a little bit more sensual. You may have Taurus in your life. As I say that, for some reason that popped into my brain. So for some of you, this could be a Taurus coming in. Now remember, you are surrounded by many greatest gratitudes and abundance already. You have everything you need. And she's saying, like, allow that to flow freely. It's kind of, to me, I always get a harvest. It's like taking inventory and realizing that you are surrounded by so much to be grateful for, so much abundance already. So it's like a time to allow yourself the self-love of acknowledging that, of how far you've grown, and what you've built in your life today. Yeah, again, we have other redheads. Redhead is really good. So the reason why I specifically went copper was because I'm going through some hard times in terms of my relationship coming to that finalization of everything, maybe having to move. There's gonna be all these times where I might be signing contracts and making agreements, so I needed the copper because I did a bit of color therapy. Thank you very much, little bug. A little bit of color therapy, where I checked out what the colors meant, and this basically was a really good color to help assist me in that area. Now you're getting a lot of this in here too, so this may be that you're getting this boost, kind of like a good luck charm in areas where you might be committing or needing a little assistance in areas like that. But this unseelie queen, she glamour, opulence, and hubris. I feel as though she's showing her best side. I feel like all that good you're feeling, you need to embody that and be that, and let that shine out into your life. So with that being said, don't show your weaknesses on the outside. I'm all about being authentic and being vulnerable with people, allowing good connections. However, there are people out there who take advantage of that, Cancer, and being a very sensitive soul, a sensitive sign, who's very connected and empathic, sorry. I would say be wary of just not coming across as too vulnerable, because over here that's in that alignment, I feel like there may be people that's not that interested in your best interest. So keep that in mind. It could be jealousy. I'm going to wait to say that properly until we get to that position. So next we have Legos, a woman holding a coin. So this card, with these cards, they do specifically be a bit more gender, and it generally means that there may be a gift from a woman coming to you. Now, when we say gift, oh yes, it doesn't necessarily mean a possession. It can be the gift of somebody's time, someone's energy, their love, their support. It's basically a woman or a feminine energy. Now, I like to read it a little bit less gender and more of a feminine energy, because even some men embody more of their feminine side than other men, and the same with women. Some women are a little bit more masculine. I feel like this guidance is from a very feminine, nurturing, supportive place. What's up, little bug? Okay, can you make the car without saying mummy, 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 mummy? Yeah. You need some wheels. The next we have contracts. That makes sense why I touched on the orange with contracts. Because this is sort of saying it's time to commit something. You may be moving, signing a promotion, like getting a promotion, anything that involves you to sign a contract to commit to something. This is saying go forward. It is saying that you need to take healthy risks. You may not see the potential, the full potential of what's ahead. A window. But it is there, and you are supposed to kind of go forward blindly and trust that it's a healthy risk. Remember that during this time, that no matter what you do is risky. For example, not taking a healthy risk is a risk in itself, because you are risking avoiding using the energies in the air right now to its full potential to get maximum results, because all the energy is working in our favor to get what we want and be independent and successful in the areas that we value most. The energy in astrology is all about that during this time, which is why it feels chaotic, because it's pushing you out of that comfort zone. So go forward blindly and understand that by making a move, there's a lot of growth there. And that's exactly what we want to see. Yeah, it's a sign. Remember, not so much talking just while I do the videos, and then mommy talk to you. Next we have two cards in this position. You are the first sign to have the two cards in the position. Okay, because you need wheels. I told you, remember? You have deceit and attachment in reverse. Tarot, down. Down. Thank you. The cat. See, all these interruptions. I don't have enough time for this. No, Tarot. Tarot. Stop it. Don't you do it. The cat's trying to climb on the box that I have you resting on. I really need a proper setup, but I should be moving within the next few months. Anyway, as I was saying over here about people not having your best interests in heart, this is what these cards generally mean. Now, the fact that they're together, these have been coming up for most signs, so I do feel like this is a time, especially with Mercury in retrograde, things are being revealed to us, and we may find that people have not been all that genuine towards us, or just maybe not been fully honest with us. It might not necessarily be like completely toxic, someone deceiving us. It could just literally be there's people that have been perhaps trying to keep you close to them because they see you growing and shining, and they're worried about losing you. However, if it's not to your best interest, I feel as though these are people you need to move away from. Not necessarily dropping them as friends or family. It's just not listening to their advice. Because it doesn't come from a space which is in your best interest, okay? Not everybody is mean with the advice they give, even when people are being a bit deceptive. It's not necessarily because they're not good people. There could be genuine reasons behind it, but it does not mean that it serves you or that you should take that advice. It's about being wary, but also letting go of attachment. So for example, if it's coming from someone very close to you and you know that they're saying it not from your highest interest but because they, you know, want you around or something, you need to realize that you need to let go of that, or else you're just holding yourself back as well in this energy. It doesn't stay on books, it needs a window frame. Final column, we have the Mabon. This has been coming up for all the signs as well. This card is about shining hope and future. It's about having faith and moving forward and realizing that where you're going, there are better things ahead of you, or you're going to reach that success. And as with the contract card, of where I say that you may not see the full potential in where you're going, it's there, it's ahead of you, and the only way to get there is by standing tall, being confident, and taking, like, getting out of that comfort zone, taking those little healthy risks towards what you desire, the aspirations of where you want to be. Okay, can I please do my talking? Next we have Sorceress in reverse, so pay attention. She is rituals, power, and will. So what basically this is saying, you have the power, you have control, you can make things happen. Definitely feel like you are in control of all of this, like you are designing your future, and that's what the astrology is all about during this time. Independently, we are achieving what we dream of, and making that come into play. This is a very fruitful time for you, but again, you've got to put in the work and effort towards that. But I do feel like it's going to come natural, like you will it will be. We started off feeling like, you know, we're in this really good energy. That's a good space to start manifesting from. You're already feeling good. Harness that and use it to fuel you towards where you want to be. And this is a very exciting time because I feel like you are literally going to see results. Like I just said, you will it and it will be. The wild hunt is next. You know, you're putting in the work to achieve it, using this time. It's excitement, frenzy, and journey. Like, you're on a journey, and by putting in the work and using that enthusiasm, those good feelings towards something, it's going to get you there quicker. And I do feel as though this is a very kind of fast moving kind of reading, like as though you're literally opening up a door and walking straight through into the place where you want to be. Your next chapter kind of thing. I'm loving that. Definitely feel like you have a lot of power in this final column. And again over here, it's about putting on that best dress, putting on that face, and showing that to the world, like, I am confident, I've got this, and I'm feeling good about it. I have someone else by my side, or I'm ready to have that person by my side. Whatever it is that's your specific situation, put it on and get going. Thank you so much, Cancer. Please subscribe to my channel to keep up to date for any future readings. Also, it's my birthday this month, so, you know, if you want to give me a present, I'll happily accept that subscription. Just click like and subscribe. Okay, thank you guys. See you next month.